Hey guys, it's Annie, and today I want to tell you guys the story. It involves Halloween. I was gonna actually make this video before Halloween and then post it on Halloween, but I didn't really think about it in time. So here it is now. I'm in a different location. I'm in my house. I went home for the weekend, so I figured why not make some videos, because I have not recorded some videos in a while. I have a lot of videos that I'm hoping to come up soon. And yeah, so this one's gonna be about my first ever time going to a haunted house. And mind you guys, I live in a very small town. So this haunted house was in a building that I didn't even know existed. I think it is a an old jailhouse type of museum place. So it was Halloween day. I think I was around 6 or 7 years old, I think. Me and my mom would always go trick-or-treating together on this certain street. I think this certain year we were both witches, or she was a witch and I was a vampire. Something of that nature. I don't quite remember what we were because it was such a long time ago, you know. But I was like, Mom, let's go to the haunted house. She wasn't really keen on the idea, but I really wanted to go because a lot of kids in the town, in the neighborhood, were like, you know, it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be super cool. So I was like, okay, let's go, let's do it. I want to say I was 6. I think I was 6. So we went trick-or-treating first, and then we went to the haunted house, or the haunted, whatever it was called, haunted something, I don't know. There was a huge line. The line literally, it's like a 3 or 4 story building, I think. No, it was like, yeah, 2 or 3 story building, and it had like deep stairs, like some steep stairs, and there were people like lined up for the mile. Everybody was super excited about it because I think it was the first time them doing it, I think. So of course, as we're like in line, there are like people in masks and costumes walking around, roaring and growling and trying to scare us as we're in line. There was lights flickering everywhere. There was all these different sounds coming from all different directions. I was freaking out, but I was like, you know what? I told my mom that I wanted to do it, so I'm gonna do it. She went with me to the haunted house, of course. So as we're reaching the entrance to this place, there's this guy with a chainsaw, I think, standing at the door. So you have to get past him to go in. I was terrified. I was holding on to my mom's hand for dear life. And she was just like, you know, go on, go by him, you know, just go in. Everybody was waiting in the line behind us, and I'm just sitting here like I can't get past this guy with his chainsaw, because it's just like, he's trying to steal my soul. So eventually I pushed myself to go in, and all right then, Mom. And we enter the this old jail museum type of place. There are barred, there are like literally cells in this building. There are people behind the cells scaring us and like clinging onto the bars and, you know, saying stuff. It was pretty terrifying for a 5 or 6-year-old, 7-year-old girl, but that's okay. I wanted to do it. And there were all these steps. There's all these steps and stairs and barred windows and the jail cell doors. And we got to, I think it was like more of an empty space. And there were ghosts. There was a ghost in there. There was a chainsaw man with a chainsaw. There was all these monsters in there. And I got to a point where I could not go forward. I was so terrified. Everybody was like, it's okay, it's okay. And I was just like, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. And Mom was just like, you know, come on, let's go. I'll carry you, blah, blah. And I was just like, no, Mom, no, I can't do this. And I think they ended up calling the person that was running the haunted house. And he was just like, he was telling people to kind of stop their acts real quick and let me go by. But I was literally frozen in my place. I was frozen. I could barely breathe. I feel like I probably peed my pants a little bit. I probably did. I'm very positive of that. But it took like a good 5 to 10 minutes of me crying and yelling for me to get through, and I actually got through. And my mom was just like, you know what, let's not finish the whole haunted house, let's just go now. And we ended up leaving. It was a pretty traumatizing experience. It was, as I look back on it, as me being like 19 years old, finna be 20, it was a very funny thing. It was very funny. And of course, of course this is Halloween, people had on costumes, people didn't know who was who. And I was just kind of like terrified. I was kind of like, I hope no one knew it was me in that haunted house I didn't want to go through. And I was crying, and it was, but it turns out no one knew it was me. I actually mentioned it to my cousin that's like a few months older than me, and I was like, hey, did you hear about that person in the haunted house that was crying? And she was like, yeah, I heard about it, I wonder who it was. And I was like, oh, it was me. I don't know why I did that, but I guess I wanted her to know. But it was pretty funny. It was it was one of my most memorable Halloween experiences. It was super funny. It was super traumatizing as a kid. And I remember, like, just being, when I was younger in general, I didn't do well with scary movies and scary stories and all stuff like that. Like, I think when I was younger, I would watch Final Destinations. Those movies, I hate those movies. I really do. But I would watch them when I was little, and I really wouldn't be able to sleep at all. Like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at all. Like, I would just be up all night staring at the walls with the lights on, and it was horrible. If I went to sleep, I would have nightmares. But now I love scary stories, scary movies, and scary stories, scary things in general. They don't scare me because I know it's trash and it's fake. And yeah, that was my first ever haunted house experience where I peed my pants and cried non-stop. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little story of me being scared little D. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I know it's past Halloween, but I hope you guys had a good Halloween. I didn't do anything. Honestly, I just watched I watched Stranger Things on Halloween. Like, I finished it all up on Halloween day. I didn't have any other plans. No, none of my friends had any plans. We didn't do anything. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good Halloween, and I hope you guys liked my story, and I will see you guys later. Bye.